episode of Just Be You podcast. Today's guest is the amazing Sunshine. And like her name doesn't even do justice to who she is in real time. She's amazing. And I'm just so glad to have her part of this community. And today we're just going to chit chat a little bit about the real estate market, because I know everybody is, wanting to get their home or maybe invest in stuff, and just everybody get to know Sunshine. We met a few weeks ago in another group. She's one of my accountability partners, and I couldn't be so happy and thankful to have her as a person part of my journey and helping me stay true to my goals and dreams. So here we are. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. And Sunshine, how you doing, girl?
I'm good, thank you, thank you. And I just want to say I am just so grateful to be here and just meeting you also. You have been a fabulous person to work with. Your knowledge, your skills, your talent, all those things are just amazing.
Thank you. Well, wait, how long have you been in real estate? Because I feel like that's something you don't even really talk about when we met. I feel like I found that out later. I was like, oh, really? So how long have you been in real estate?
It sounds like, what's the question? How did I get into real estate, or what was the question?
Yeah, how long have you been in real estate, and what made you want to get into the real estate market?
Yes, okay, so I've been in real estate as a real estate broker for 17 years. Oh, wow. And yes. And the story was I was a single mom, and I was working at Kingsbury restaurant, waiting tables, and I needed to make some money to help support my family. And real estate was the best way to do it because I was able to make a very small investment where I had unlimited opportunities.
Nice.
Yes.
And what was that process like? Were you able to go through the licensing pretty quickly? And once you got licensed, did you feel like you were able to get clients quick, or did it take a little while?
Oh,
did you kind of maneuver that aspect?
Well, one thing they don't tell you is when you go through the licensing process and classes and things like that, they do not teach you how to sell and how to build relationships and meet people, because real estate sales is pretty much building relationships, and they don't teach you that in the class. I learned that soon after, and I was fortunate to have been connected with such great brokerages and having great coaches to help me in that arena.
Wow, that's interesting to know, because I don't know, I felt like that would be something they would teach you, being that you're working with people, but I mean,
they teach you how to stay legal. They teach you all the laws and things like that. And some of that stuff, like math.
Oh, really?
I leave out. Yeah, you learn a lot of math, and some of that stuff I don't use, like the lenders and all those. They handle all that, the experts. So yeah.
Got it. So how is the market now? Because I feel like a couple of weeks before 2023 came into to fruition, everyone was like, don't buy a house. In 2023, it's not a good time. So is now actually a good time to buy a house?
Absolutely. And I want to get rid of that myth about this is a good time to buy, or that is a good time to buy, this is a good time to get into real estate or whatever. Now is a great time to buy. It's just you have to know what lane to be in. And every person is different. Every person's situation is different. And you have to have a plan and a strategy, and working with an expert can help you do that. Like now, they talk about interest rates. Interest rates, it's not affordable and things like that. But when rates are high, prices are low. You don't want to wait, to rates go back down, because then the prices, they go up. So that's why
Got
you
it.
have to have a plan, and you have to work with an expert to show you and guide you and pick out the best deals and structure the best deals for you. It's always a great time to buy in real estate. It's always, always going to be a great asset.
Yes, I like that. So what is a good plan to have when you're thinking about buying either your first home or just making an investment?
The first thing is, and this is for me, is to get with a great realtor, okay? When you make that decision, and she will help put you with the right people. She'll consult you, find out what your situation, or he, find out what your situation is. And to answer your question, you'd like, oh, what is the first step?
Mhm.
Your budget. They'll put you with a great lender, to find out, okay, what is your buying power? After they find out what your goals are in that consultation, like, what is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to purchase as a single person? Or are you trying to buy as a family? Or are you trying to purchase as an investor? Because those scenarios are all different. Being someone, or do you plan on living in the property? Those things, it's all different situation. It require different qualifications, require different amounts of money, things like that. So it's always great to sit down and have a consultation with a realtor.
Nice. Okay. So what do you love most about being a realtor?
Oh, like I said earlier, building relationships. That is the absolute best part. I never know who I'm going to meet. And I would say running into different people and meeting them, getting to know their story, getting to know their family. And that's usually how it goes. When I meet someone, I not only meet them, I build relationships with them and with their families. And there's a lot of people that I work with that I sold properties to their children and even their grandchildren.
Oh,
not trying to say my age or nothing,
yeah.
but yeah.
No, but that's cool because it speaks to like passing it on, or at least passing on the mindset generationally, of like ownership and just having something for your own and just kind of keeping that legacy going on and putting an end to that curse that they all say that we kind of carry on. So that's beautiful. That's something to celebrate.
Yes. And I'm glad you brought that up about the legacy and the things like that, because real estate is the best way to build wealth for your family. And you don't have to go to a big university or a big college. And if you have a strategy or you have a plan, you don't have to have millions of dollars to start, but it can be a seed that can lead to millions and millions of dollars. So yes, that's another one of the great reasons why real estate is so important to me and my family and my legacy.
Yes.
And I try my best to let the people I work with and influence them as much as I can with helping their families.
That's dope. So do you have like a family that you, or the most memorable client that you were like, yeah, like that made me feel like amazing, like in all of your experience, or someone that you were like, yeah, I'm really glad that I got to help them?
Yes. Like I mentioned about the granddaughter, there was one couple that came to me, and I'm trying to remember how I met them. I believe they were a referral, and it was really nice because it was a harder sale. Their situation, was it was pretty strategic, because one of them was retired, and then the other person, they were older, I should say that. They were older, and they hadn't purchased a home. They had been renting for years and years and years and years. And they were kind of resistant about purchasing. But once I added up like 25 years of what they were paying in rent, they're like, okay, we need to do this. We could have bought, 4 or 5 properties,
Right.
with the amount we put in rent. So just going through that motion and helping them, and they felt, with their age and stuff, oh, I don't want to get into a mortgage. It really set the stage for the rest of their family, because I end up working with them. They end up closing. We had a huge housewarming party, and I end up selling to the sister. And then I end up selling to their daughter, and then the sister's son, and then their granddaughter. Their granddaughter ended up buying a 2-unit, and she's living rent free right now because she's living in the property, and the unit that's above her is pretty much covering all the expenses. So, yeah. That was so long-winded, but that's one of my stories that I like to use, where how it can dwindle from one person, and it started with them paying rent for years and years and years. And although they were older, they took that step and purchased, and now they're leaving property, that property that they purchased. They were worried about a mortgage. They were able to get it at a good, price, and they'll be paying down the principal, and they can leave that investment to their heirs, so yeah.
No, I think that's dope because I hear about people living rent free, and obviously you see it all over social media that, oh, it's possible you can live rent free, but it's like to actually hear it in real time, completely different story than just seeing it float around. So that's amazing. Like, I like that. And then also, like I seen also you didn't you help your daughter buy her first house not too long ago? You have posted that in the group.
Oh yes.
What was that experience like?
Yeah, she decided she wanted to go to DePaul University right before COVID hit, and they told all the kids they could not stay in the dorms, and we looked, and we rentals downtown Chicago, the price was just off. It was just ridiculously priced. So me like, so she came back home. She wanted to, have that college experience, whatever. And, it just wasn't working as far as the rentals. Now, she said, she came to me, she was like, well, Mom, me, and because she had 2 other people that she would be staying with, but she came to me, she like, Mom, what if I purchase something and then I have roommates and we all get together and pay, the mortgage?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, kind of been rubbing off on you, huh? But yeah, she ended up, we got her credit and stuff ran, and she had the income, although she's in school full-time, she works full-time. And we was able to get her approved, and she purchased her first home, and she's all moved in. Her roommates are there, and yeah, it's been a great experience for her, and I'm happy for her. And she's only 21 years old. She was 20 at the time, but she's 21 now, so I'm proud of her.
Look at that. Wow. Go mom, go. So has she thought about going into real estate, or
she's already talking about her next investment, so yeah, she's already talking about it. So she got the bug, she got the investment bug, so yeah, once you get started with it once, one property, it's just like a snowball effect.
Well, okay. Hey, I love it. Keep it in the family, keep it going. That's pretty cool. I like hearing things like that.
Yeah, and what's so cool is now she's telling all her friends, and now they're calling me, and they all you know, so it's nice to see this young generation, you know, decide to build wealth through real estate. So it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wish when I was in my 20s,
Yeah,
I thought about that, but I
me
didn't.
too. Me too. Could you imagine, you know, right now?
For real. I'm like, oh, if only, but it's all
But it's
good.
never too
That being
late.
said,
That's one good thing about real estate. It's never too late to catch up. It's not, you know,
that
it's
is
never too
true.
late.
So you have a Facebook group. It's Moms in Real Estate, is it?
It's called Boss Moms Build Wealth.
Boss Moms Builds Wealth. Yes. Tell me about this Facebook group because I think it's really cute. You're really active in it and you're always so encouraging and, pushing moms on.
Yeah, so the reason why I started is because there's a lot of mothers out there who are virtuous women. And virtuous women, they work hard for their families. They support whether they are married or whether they are single mothers or, just moms that want to be there and help their family and grow their family. And I'm always encountering these women and, in different walks of life, whether they're career women, stay-at-home moms, or entrepreneurs, they are doing whatever it takes to help their family. And I'm like, you know what? Let's build a support group where, moms can get together and just help each other and support each other and help support each other's families, and just grow with each other to build wealth.
I love it. That's beautiful. And you also didn't you just write like a book or something or some like a guide recently? I seen
Yes.
something
Yes.
about that.
Yes. Okay. So the book is also called Boss Mom Build Wealth. And the book has several different series. And the first series is recently, it's still, edits are being made. There is a waiting list. People have already purchased and it is coming soon. The date, it's just a few more edits I have to make. This editor is just like, but it's coming soon. And anyone who's interested, they're welcome to pre-purchase. And when the book comes out, they'll be the first one to get it, but it is in series. This first series is about purchasing either your first home or your first investment. And each series is something different because wealth isn't just through investing monetarily. Wealth is mental, wealth is spiritual, wealth is physical, and the financial aspects. So each series will touch on one of those different points.
Oh, nice. And it's so nice that you mentioned that because I was in a challenge a few weeks ago and those were like the 5 areas that they were spending most time in, and it was mind, body, spirit, finances, and
relationships too.
Yes. So it's so cool that you're doing that because I feel like that's something everyone can totally benefit from, because you can't go wrong with strengthening any of those areas.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. Good for you.
Yes, you want to have balance.
Yes. So how do you have balance or make time for all these projects? And guys, she also has a blog. She hasn't mentioned that part, but she also has a blog. So this woman is busy.
Something coming. Thanks to my cousin, Arts and Budget.
Yes. Latasha. Yes.
But yes. The main way I find balance is first with my spirituality. I got to give a shout out to the God.
Yes.
That's first and foremost, and the support of my family. That's huge. They're not only my big why, they're also a great support my children. They are my biggest cheerleaders. And the other thing is that helps me stay balanced is just having a lot of support mechanisms around me. Like I have a coach. I have a great company that I work with. I have HomeSmart. Hey, HomeSmart. Although I have a team, the Sunshine Brokers, my team is under a company called HomeSmart. And also just being around great women and friends like yourself, that help balance me.
Good. I mean, hey, I'm really learning now how important, the environment is, and, your support system, who those people are, because that really is important of who's going to fuel you forward. So that's dope. So what do you like to do for fun outside of, being a busy entrepreneur? What do you like to do for fun? Just to relax.
Okay. So a couple things. Well, I would say a few things. I love to work out. When it's nice outside, you've probably seen on different posts and things, I love to walk the trail. That's one of my favorite things, or just going to the gym. Another thing I like to do, I like to spend time with my family. I like to travel. I travel with my girlfriend, my best friend, Deanne. And I just like to go home and just get on the couch and find a good binge on Netflix or Hulu, one of those, and just eat some popcorn or snacks or whatever, So
what are you binge watching right now?
Mrs. America. Yeah, it's it's I'm not sure. It could be. I'm not sure if it's Netflix or Hulu. So that's one of the binges. What is another one? Oh gosh, I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I like a lot of reality shows.
Don't be embarrassed. That's my guilty pleasure. All day long.
That's one of my guilty pleasures, and the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Oh, those ladies. This season, they are out of control.
So between that, Mrs. America, and it goes back talking about the equal rights of women and things like that. So it's really good. And the Real Housewives of Potomac, oh my Lord.
Those ladies.
And they dress really cute. I like to get makeup and inspired by the outfits and stuff too. And all of them are in beautiful homes also.
That is true. Yeah. They really do have some nice.
And I love that area of Potomac also.
Very nice. So do you only sell real estate in Chicago, or do you sell other places? I'm not really sure how that whole dynamic.
Yes, I'm so glad you asked that. Although me personally, I'm licensed in Illinois, I am partnered with other agents all over the United States, and also I'm partnered and connected with people that are even global. So if you are looking to move or relocate outside of the Illinois to anywhere in the United States, I can help, and even some places internationally.
Okay, international money.
Yes. I recently joined a group that specialize in global locations. So yes, and my one of my coaches, she just got licensed in it's either Dubai or Punta Cana. It's one of those, but I know it's globally. Yes.
I mean, hey, I hear Dubai is a beautiful place, and a lot of people are like moving there, and they're like building up Dubai. So I'm not even surprised that that's happening. One day I'll make it to Dubai. One day. So what are some of your goals for 2023?
Well, 2023, of course, I plan to help hundreds and hundreds of people and family purchase homes, whether it's a home they want to live in or invest in properties. I plan to finish my book and start on the new series. And also, I just plan on also finishing the blog that And we'll talk about that another time. On a little tip of that, that's the next surprise.
Ooh,
The blog.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yes.
exciting. I'm excited for you. You got a lot going on. So I
Yes.
love it. I love it. I love it. The busier, the better.
Yes, and just constantly, you know, just growing the team, growing the business, and meeting new people, and helping as many people that I can, especially moms.
Yes. Do you have a number or a target number that you want to reach? Because I feel like that's also something I've been hearing a lot lately. Like if you want to, you know, meet your goal or kill the girl, like, you know, kill it in that area, like give yourself a target. So what's your target?
My target, I would love to, just me personally, I haven't, like as far as the team yet, but as me personally, I would love to hit 100 transactions, and also, you know, build the company where I bring on 2 other agents, two buyers agents to help out.
2 buyers agents. Okay. So what would that kind of look like? Well, what is the difference between a buyer's agent and like a seller's agent?
Okay, so right now, I work with buyers and I work with sellers. I work with people who are selling their homes, and I also work with people who are purchasing their home. I would like to start focusing more on coaching, out more networking, meeting more people and things like that, working on a blog, working on books. So in order to free up to have more time to do those things, I would like to bring in other agents on my team to help and work with my buyers.
Got it. Okay. So how does one actually like break into the real estate market? Like if they wanted to be an agent, like if let's say I'm a mom and I'm like, oh yeah, Sunshine, I want to get into real estate. Like what kind of tips would you give me, or how could I just like do that from where I'm at?
Well, if you are a person that you know you love helping people, you love working with people, you have energy, you don't mind having flexible hours, that's key. And I would say to consider getting your real estate license. And it's a certification that you have to go through with taking classes to get the license. And I believe it's about, don't get me the line exactly about how many hours. It's probably 40-ish, but you have to take a test. You have to pass a state and a federal exam. And if someone has questions about it, just reach out to me. I have different people that I can refer you to as far as real estate schools to get you started in the right direction. And I also have a great team that you can get the experience and coaching that you need with. Because, you know, at first, you know, I was like, what? When I first came out, and I was very fortunate that I was able to meet great people to help me through that process.
Cool. So how long more or less does it take from a person to go from like getting or studying for a real estate license to becoming an actual realtor?
That's the really cool part too. I know I said it was investment wasn't as high, you know, the great investment, you know, that I put in. It was not like going to a 4-year college paying thousands and thousands of dollars. But the time frame, you know, that's another thing. It depends. You know, some agents, they do like it's called an accelerated program where you can get your classes done in 3 days. If you are, if you are a fast learner, or if you already kind of experienced in real estate, and I believe you can do it online. But yeah, you can do an accelerated class, and I think it's like probably 15 credit hours too that you may have to do in person. But yes, but they have programs. But me personally, I was in, of course, 17 years ago. It took me 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Yeah, and it was 1 class a day. It was 1 class a week. And it was in person each week. But now, how things are, you can do everything pretty much online, virtually. You know, some people 6 weeks. You get to pick your lane. You know what's best for you, or you can do it hybrid. You can do it in person, or you can do it in person and online. You know, it's totally what fits you.
Wow, that's pretty dope, because I didn't know, or I should have been that it's 2023 and like you said, everything is practically online. I just didn't realize that you can, in 30 days you could potentially change your life.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of passing that test. Yeah.
Nice. So that's amazing. Well, Sunshine, thank you again for joining us today on this episode. It was fantastic having you. I feel like you shared so much information with me and the community, and I'm just so happy we met, and I look forward to all your future endeavors and everything that you have got going on. Where can people connect with you?
Okay, that's a good question. I can be reached directly at 708-913-7435. Or I can be reached online at bookwithsunshine.com, bookwithsunshine.com. And my Facebook page is Sherri Salthall, not Facebook, I'm sorry. My Instagram is the_sunshine_brokers_. And my Facebook page is the Sunshine Brokers, thesunshinebrokers.com. That's my Facebook. thesunshinebrokers.com. Did I say it right? Yes.
Yes, it was great. Do you have any final parting words for the audience today?
Yeah, like I said, don't always believe the hype of the media or people who are not physically active in real estate. If they're not, don't believe pretty much. I would say just confirm what they're saying by going to an expert, and finding out what the market is, because it's always a great time to invest in real estate.
Yes, that's right, guys. Get your facts in order before you just start making decisions and asking yourself later, why did that happen? So get your facts straight.
Yes, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Well, thank you again, and guys, it's been a great episode of Just Be You, and I'll be seeing you guys on the flip side. If no one's told you today, remember that you are strong, you are worthy, and you are enough. See you next time. Bye.